Yeah, here we are. It's time for last minute betting with the Sports Nuts. I'm Bob, that's Mike. Ready to give you some betting news, some March Madness news, some NFL news, who knows what kind of news. And it's time for Mike. It's that point in time in the show where Mike gets to give me crap. Go, Mike.
Oh, look, I'm going to take it easy on you, man. I think you missed out on a golden opportunity not taking Richmond money line. And you were told time and time again you didn't want to jump on board. And we still got people, well, I shouldn't say people like you because I haven't heard any excuses out of you yet, so I'll be fair. But we've heard time and time again out of people, at least I have, and seen, all these excuses about the fouls down the stretch. Look, Iowa was a 10.5-point favorite. So the fact that we're reaching for a foul call down the stretch just shows how absurd that line was to begin with, and shows that Iowa had no business being that heavily touted over Richmond. It's as simple as that, honestly. I mean, we don't have to get into any in-depth talk about it, man. Simple as that. The fact you're reaching for excuses down the stretch for a foul call here and there. I mean, hey, you were supposed to have that team buried by that point in the game. So bye. I just hit my mic. See, I'm all worked up. I'm hitting stuff, man.
I didn't reach for a thing. Although you got to admit.
I didn't say you.
Okay.
I didn't say you.
You got to admit that they missed the foul on the three-point shot. Come on. That was obvious, okay? It was a foul, right? Didn't change the game. Richmond was going to win anyway. And why did Richmond win? Okay? You Richmond people are going to go, oh, it was because of their defense.
No.
Iowa in the first half missed 5 or 6 wide open three-pointers. It's because Iowa shot like crap. And
it's because Richmond is deep.
No, the defense had nothing to do with it.
I didn't even say anything about defense. Depth has nothing to do with defense alone, man. I said depth.
Iowa's supposed to be they're supposed to be a great three-point shooting team. They weren't. That's what it boils down to.
They had no business being 10.5-point favorites. That's simple as that, man.
Okay, well, I'll give you that.
And they lost outright, and they should have lost. Exactly. They were not the better team.
Exactly. Randall and Steve, you're right. You guys are basketball gods, okay? Is that what you want? I bow to you.
Statue worthy, man. They're getting statue worthy. Hey, we got to give it some time, but at some point you're going to see an OddsJam statue of Randall and Steve, and you can come by and see it anytime you like, Bob.
I don't even want to know. Oh God, never mind. I don't even want to think about that. All right. What about now? Richmond's got Providence up next.
I'm getting blown up by trolls, by the way. I had to put my phone off to the side there because I got people making excuses all over. It's
what pathetic. Do you think of Richmond and Providence coming up next, Mike? Do you think Richmond's going to beat them?
I do, man. I really like this team. I said coming in that we talked about a Cinderella type of team, and I think Richmond fits that mold, and I think that there's no doubt there's value on the spread. And look, I think that the money line will be some extra to sprinkle in just like this. And Richmond has shown they are resilient, man.
They're starting off
when Iowa took that lead in the second half, you thought it was game. Admit it.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
I was sitting here thinking, oh my God, I hope they don't come.
You know what I was thinking? Richmond has been in this situation many a times.
Whatever.
And they'll be fine.
Whatever. I didn't, you know what? I didn't bet on it at all. So I lost no money.
Shame on you. Shame on you.
I know.
Shame.
I'm in Missouri. Hey, folks, let me tell you something. I'm in Missouri. You cannot bet on sports in this state. I got to drive across the river. I can only do that one time. I got a new granddaughter here. That's more important, right, folks? Right?
You were told about this.
I don't need to gamble.
Before you left to St. Louis, you were told about this pick.
I don't need to gamble. It's okay. I didn't gamble, but I will gamble tomorrow. All right. Michigan took care of Colorado State, which is a good thing. Were you surprised at that one at all?
Yep.
Colorado State just shot the ball terrible, didn't they?
Well, we touched on that earlier. No surprise there. Yeah, Colorado State not good shooting the ball, and the one I want to touch on is going on right now. Well, it just ended. 95-63 North Carolina over Marquette. That's an 8-9 matchup.
Yeah.
I told you that Baylor should be worried about North Carolina. And when you look at an 8-9 matchup and you see a score like that, North Carolina is actually a dangerous team, I think, man. Okay. I really think Baylor should worry. Baylor had an impressive win. I will give them that. They had an impressive win, but it was a 1-16. This is an 8-9 matchup, and North Carolina blew them out like they were a 15-16 seed, man. I mean, North Carolina just proved to me why I will be looking at them heavily in this Baylor matchup.
What are you looking forward to tonight, Mike? You got New Mexico State against UConn. That's a 5-12 matchup.
How about San Fran, Murray State?
Yeah, you got St. Mary's in Indiana. And what about Creighton and San Diego State?
Yeah, that actually is one that is very intriguing, and I'm glad you brought that one up because I hadn't thought of it at the moment. Yeah, that's a really, really intriguing matchup. I like Creighton, though, man. I like Creighton in this matchup, and that's another team like North Carolina that I think you have to watch out for, man. I think that teams like that are going to be dangerous this time because some of these 1 seeds like Baylor, I think, are prone for that 1-8, 1-9 upset.
All right, folks, don't forget to sign up and click the links below for the sports books in your state. It makes you more profitable the more books that you're in. And on top of that, we have the OddsJam Partner Program, which when you click that link, you refer a friend, 20% of what they buy, you get 20% of that. Hey, that's profitable, man. That's pretty cool that OddsJam would do that for you. And we are now I'm going to share my screen, Mike. And I'm going to go to the Positive EV page here real quick. And hang on a second here as I get my act together. You know how hard it is for me. And, the only thing we got going on, we got one NBA game that nobody cares about. So we're not even going to touch on that. We're not even going to worry about, unless you've got something in the Positive EV page that you absolutely want to hit on.
Look, right now, because it's March Madness, it has appeared right here. It's Providence, it's Richmond, Bob, and it's on the point spread. There is some value there.
Okay. All right. What about this? St. Mary's and Indiana over or under 58.5 points first half. That is a 19 market width, and that is under 58.5. You know what? I like that one a lot. You can get that for minus 110 on Borgata and BetMGM. I think we ought to jump on that, Mike. What do you think?
Yeah, go ahead and jump on that. Math tells us to roll with it. I think that's probably a safe play. 5-12 matchup, probably going to see some lower type of scoring. Indiana's a scrappy team, one-man show, so you're not going to expect Indiana to blow it up on the scoreboard. So I think that's a safe one.
San Diego State and Creighton, okay? This is a market width of 22, 2.11, 2.11%. It is looking like over 123.5. You like that one, Mike?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. All right. We're going to slap another 10 on that. By the way, folks, I'm putting that in my bet tracker. And if you check this out here, let me come up to the bet tracker up here and show you. I just put those 2 bets in. They are pending. This grades you 100%. It's free. Doesn't cost you a dime. And as you can see here, it shows me, whether I won this bet, how much I bet, how much I won. Right here, I put $10 on this with a potential payout of $23. And then if you look here, this shows me my profit, my pending bets, my return on investment of completed bets, and this is my percentage of place bets that beat the closing line value. If it's over 50%, folks, it's great. You're kicking butt. Profit over time by sportsbook, by sport, and by bet type. That is the bet tracker. That's the positive EV page. And let me stop sharing my screen and get back to Mike over here. All right, Mike. Von Miller is going to the Buffalo Bills. Mike Tomlin has Mitchell Trubisky is going to be his quarterback. What other news am I missing here? We know about Khalil Mack going to the Chargers.
Well, I mean, come on, man. Allen Robinson going to the Rams. I think that's a move worth talking about, and there's no doubt that that's a move that the Rams are going to like a lot. If you get a healthy Allen Robinson, I think he is a very reliable receiver, and you put him alongside Cooper Kupp with the season that he had, there's no doubt that their offense is going to be in good shape. We'll have to see what happens with Beckham, but they've at least got themselves set for a good 1-2 combo. And I think that's what ultimately puts some teams ahead of others, is having that 1-2 combo at receiver. The teams that have the combination of a stud 1 and stud 2 oftentimes have shown they can have success. You know, you see it in Tampa Bay with Godwin and Evans. You saw it with the Rams actually were able to find a 1-2 punch, whether you like it or not, Beckham and Kupp.
I know. I agree. I you know what? I didn't like it because I hate the Cronkies, but that's just the way it is. All right. Look, it's time for my lock of the night, Mike. My lock of the night is going against everything that you say, everything that Randall says, and I bet this team time and time again. Yeah, I've lost a couple in a row. So what? I've also won a couple here and there. Overall, I'm picking the St. Louis Blues. I'm probably up 10 units right now. I'm taking the St. Louis Blues over the Pittsburgh Penguins on the money line. It's plus money tonight. That's my lock of the night. What do you got, Mike?
I'm going back to the positive EV page for mine, and we found plus 100 odds on DraftKings for this. Let's ride Anze Kopitar over 2.5 shots on goal. It's Kopitar. It's a Kings-Sharks rivalry type of game, even though the Sharks, in my opinion, are not any threat to the Kings in that division or anything. You still want to put it to your division rival. Love Kopitar. I like him to get at least 3 shots on goal.
Okay, well, I'm going to throw this at you because the Sharks have actually beat the Kings 2 in a row. They beat them in San Jose and they beat them in LA.
True. Okay, so then that adds more to my favor for
hold on, I'm not done. I took the Kings tonight in my hockey video. Did I make a mistake or not?
No, probably for the reason you just gave me, the fact that the Sharks have had success the last 2 games. LA is a team that's on the verge of trying to compete for a top seed in that division and playoff spot. And I think that it's at San Jose. They want to win in their building and give it to a team that's beat them the last couple of times. That's somewhat of a rivalry, man, over there on the West Coast. And, I think that the Kings are due to win. And I think they recognize that, hey, we got to beat these guys. We can't let this team get any life because San Jose's not dead in the water yet. You know, they're not a shark dead in the water yet, right?
Right. That's right. It's not Jaws completely. All right. I need to ask you a couple of questions about MLB Free Agency. Okay. Because Major League Baseball is going to be hitting. OddsJam's going to have it. We're going to have the positive EV page. There's going to be a lot of things happening. And by the way, doesn't the new website look fantastic? It's easier to navigate. We love it. Right?
Absolutely.
Okay. So
yeah.
Hold on. Let me ask the question.
Sorry.
These contracts for Chris Bryant and the contract for Freddie Freeman. Are we going a little overboard? And do the Dodgers, they're just going to continue to spend money, right?
Well, no doubt about it. And look, these contracts are probably justifiable because, the hitting, in my opinion, has been down lately in baseball. And I think that you find a guy like Chris Bryant. Look, it's in Colorado. He's playing in Colorado, so there's a chance for some home runs there. He's got power. I think Colorado sees that as a good signing because ultimately Bryant will probably be able to put up the numbers worthy of the contract that he's signing, assuming he doesn't have injury issues. The Freddie Freeman deal is an absolute, that's just putting the Dodgers in contention once again for years to come. Freddie Freeman is one of the best players in the game, in my opinion.
Well, he's definitely one of the best hitters, but yeah.
Well, his defense at first base is Gold Glove.
Right. He's a clutch player, too. So now you put him with the rest of the cast out there in LA.
Right.
They're going to be – there's no two ways about it. The Dodgers got to go into this season as the favorites in the National League. Would you agree?
Well, I agree, and I think the Dodgers are wanting to look at this as a chance to build somewhat of a dynasty, because you've seen it time and time again. We've seen teams, that get that one World Series ring, and they're probably capable of getting 2 or more, and they just don't quite get enough. I mean, you've seen it in St. Louis time and time again. That Cardinal teams should have won more than one World Series from 2011 to 2014-15 probably. So I think the Dodgers are recognizing that and saying, look, we're going all in once again, and they got an absolute gold mine in Freddie Freeman, who is the total package, and now he's won a World Series. So,
hey, Mike, I'm going to ask you a question here. We're not ask a question. I'm going to tell you something I think we should do. We'll talk to the boss about this. I think we should come back Saturday, and I think we should come back Sunday also. And of course, tomorrow we're going to be there, but I think we ought to do the weekend, because this is a perfect time. We are in between games right now. The slate in college basketball is dead. There's nothing else going on, but we've got games coming on within the next 3 minutes on TNT, New Mexico State and UConn. One game that I'm looking forward to. You know what? I just want to see another 12 beat a 5, but it needs to be one that I pick for a change. You know what I'm saying?
Well, hey, like I've said, Bob, you had your opportunity. I mean, you were given the in. When I saw that matchup, I went to both of those two, and I said, hey, I'm feeling this. I'm feeling that spread. And then I looked at the money line, and I'm like, I feel like that money line is really valuable, and I like it. And I got verification from them that yes, that's the play. And you did too. So I just don't know what you missed out on.
It doesn't matter. I said one that I picked, not one that they picked. Okay.
Well, you should have picked it with us.
Hey, hold on.
We're a team. Remember, we're a team.
I had one of Randall's picks yesterday. Okay.
Oh, get off.
Hey, come through. Okay. All right. Hey.
Made up for it here.
Well, it would have, but I didn't do it. So
time.
You win some, you lose some. Okay, that's the way it works.
Or you're stubborn and you don't listen to the expert.
Me, I'm not stubborn at all. Do I look like a stubborn guy, folks? I don't think so. All right, that's last minute betting with the Sports Nuts. Now check it out. We're going to be back here again. Probably going to do this 5:40 thing one more time instead of 5:30. We had a lot more viewers. We appreciate you getting on here. I got people texting me right now. The trolls are coming through.
Oh, good. Oh, I hope so. I hope so, man, because like I've said, when they see this video and they see what I've said, they're going to be like, my goodness, Bob, you're just a stubborn, hard-headed, old SOB.
The troll is Randall, the guy we're building. We're building a statue for Randall Knack. Are you kidding me?
With those kinds of plays that come through, Bob, I said give it a little time, but yes, 100%, baby.
You're right. I am a stubborn old man, Randall. And once again, we'll be here tomorrow night. Morning coffee with me tomorrow. Mike, I want you to be a guest on the midday show tomorrow.
Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it.
Midday show. We're going to have the Rockin' Midday show tomorrow. Mike's going to be a guest on there. That'll be fun. We're also going to have last minute betting tomorrow night and Saturday and Sunday. I just called it. We got to do it. That's it. That takes care of our show. You guys have a great night. Let's have some more March Madness.
Yeah, baby. Fighters.
Stubborn old man.
Spiders.
He's a stubborn old man.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man.